Hello, welcome back to Whiskey Juice, where it's not about being perfect, it is about trying and getting better. This is a channel that cares about humanity and our development and getting into critical conversations where we can discuss what we need to do to try to improve from all the chaos that we see in the world and on the internet today. And having critical conversations is important in life and in our relationships, whether they're close or they're with strangers or they're with trying to understand how we can unite and get along. Um, Seeking clarification to one another is how we build relationships. If we're making assumptions and we're not given that time to build the relationship and to hear each other out and to try to understand each other's perspective, then we're not going to go anywhere and we're going to perpetuate the division. And I think that if you try to study politics, no matter what side you're on, I know I've tried to bounce from both sides and try to understand things. Um, it's really difficult. There seems to be a lot of polarizing topics that are perpetuated over the years, and when you try to make sense of it, it's so difficult that talking politics in public is kind of frowned upon, and you almost can't even bring it up at the workplace. um, and I don't think that's a healthy thing, and that's because our politics are polarizing, and and we need to face reality on how behaviors are developed, what causes the homelessness that we see everywhere, what causes this mental health crisis that we see everywhere. And I think it's a lack of unity on what matters. When you look at America and you look at the corporations and our companies, everything seems to really run on money, and it's pushed by money. And we have inflation, and there's no answer in inflation, and we just kind of all accept it. But there are so many different factors and dynamics that play into how lives and living um, is can be hard for many. And there's a lot about our system that makes life harder for people than it needs to be. And there's a lot of unneeded stress and pressures that we put on ourselves. And I really don't understand why this isn't talked about more, or why we don't try to discuss better ways to get through this and to navigate through this in constructive, healthy manners. When you look at the addiction issues that we have, and when you look at the homelessness that we have in our cities, it's really unfathomable. It's hard to imagine what we would need to do to fix that instantly or at all. But when I think about how we could prevent those things, it would seem we'd want some things about our system designed differently. Like, for instance, the simple fact that you can't make everything about money and humanity at the same time. Not the way that we're doing it. We can't ignore inflation, and we can't ignore, especially when the wages and what we have available for work it doesn't quite meet what humanity needs. And there's a lot of arguments about history and what's gone on before us, and I don't know how constructive or productive it is to try to argue about some of those things, because all we can control is what we do now and going forward. What we do from our past is we try to learn from it. And I think what we learn is that ignoring how human behavior develops just isn't a good idea. Ignoring inflation, and when we look at what's incentivized with our court systems and what we expect from people, that that there needs to be more in the way of human development and understanding what it takes for humans to develop. There's almost this sense of you need to figure it out by yourself, whether or not you got support from your family or not, or whether or not you got good people around you. And that just seems like we have a system that doesn't really want to help itself. And when you further dive into it, it really does seem the rich get richer, and then the people that find themselves struggling or can't find a way to work within the system that's designed get left out. And I don't really know. It's not a comfort feeling, and it's not a good feeling. Considering that we make our own money, we make our own paper money, right? Why do we set up jobs and companies to compete each other? Why do we ignore inflation? Why can't we set up jobs so that there's more value in the positions where people try to help each other? Why don't we even acknowledge that greed is a problem and that we need to figure out ways to limit greed? We spend a lot of time, or our politicians spend a lot of time with these different laws on what we want to make legal and not legal, when really we need to understand human behavior and how it develops. And something that I like to kind of use as an example is sports teams, because so many people are enamored with sports. Quite often people get more upset at their sports team losing than the whole idea that we have a problem with mental health and homelessness in our country. And that's a bit disturbing in itself. It's almost like we're trying to normalize that it's okay to pick and choose when to care about people and when not to care about people. But going back to the sports team thing, you want to put people in the right positions to succeed. And ignoring poverty and ignoring how ego and abuse and the worst kinds of narcissism develop that doesn't sound like we're putting people in a good position. If we want to put people in a good position and we're trying to work together and we're trying to be united, we don't want to breed or enable ego, greed, and narcissism. It would seem to me we want to set people up for their best chances, which means we need to figure out how we can share best practices on parenting. If you go down that rabbit hole of specialists and different people that talk about parenting, you learn that there are very much good ways to parent and very much bad ways to parent. And then you learn that some things, there might be multiple ways to do it, and they both have good outcomes. There's just a lot involved when it comes with human behavior, and I stick by, until someone maybe can educate me on where I'm misguided or wrong. It seems to me we shouldn't ignore what leads to ego, greed, and narcissism. And when we look at the things that we've done in our life that might have been mean and cruel to people, we were probably acting out on ego or greed, or we're trying to take advantage in some way. That's what leads to that. That's kind of what makes you a bad person. And so going back to the seeking clarification, we need to understand each other. And what's interesting about my passion project, my writing, and these videos that I make, and actually trying to interact with some people, while some people understand what I'm trying to do, I do run into people that don't ask me questions, they don't try to understand, and they make these assumptions. They make these assumptions about me. I don't know quite what they make, but they don't seem to care or want to see humanity try and get better, and they don't even want to discuss what those possibilities might be. And that's kind of a bit frustrating. It's kind of sad. I've developed in a way that I try to listen and I try to understand the perspective of others. And when you realize that there's only so many behaviors out there, and you try to understand those behaviors about yourself and what you've done to try to improve your behaviors on how to treat others and how to carry yourself, you can understand others maybe a bit more. You know, people that fought through addictions or various issues probably have an easier time seeing that in other people. And they might have an easier time of trying to help other people only because they've been through that. Now, if you're somebody that maybe hasn't had those problems, then maybe you don't fully understand. But part of our maturity and part of building relationships is taking the time, over time, to be patient and to work with one another. When we make quick assumptions to cut each other off, I don't think that's very productive or constructive. Now, on the flip side, we have to be careful. I know I've been burnt many times trying to give people the benefit of a doubt. You know, there's cases where we meet someone and they seem like they're a good person, and then we find out they're not. And then there's other cases where maybe we dismiss somebody thinking they're not a good person when really they are. And part of that's because we all have our own struggles. And again, like most everything in life, we need kind of a balance, and we need to realize that there's kind of a spectrum that of behavior. There's like a spectrum of good and bad, and there's a spectrum of trying to understand what we need to do to make sure we're being fair to one another and to ourselves. Anyway, I think it's really important we face reality and what we see in the world, and involving that, we need to face the reality that there's just a lot of people that maybe aren't very much aware about behavior like they probably should be for their own growth and their own protection. And we really do need something to unite on, not only as a country, but just people in general. No matter where you're from, you need to unite on something. You know, we do that. I think I mentioned this already, but it's definitely worth repeating. Sports teams will unite. Companies will unite. They all have their own goals. A lot of people have goals to make money, but to what expense? Is it really very humane to make money at the expense of others? You know, at some point, we should ask ourselves, what is it do we need that's more important than the health and the well-being of another person? And if our system was designed a little bit more that way, instead of the way it is now, which is more do whatever you can for yourself. And some people take that a little bit too literal, and they step on other people, and they maybe do things to get ahead of other people that really aren't humane. It's not really fair. And I don't even understand why we ignore inflation, why there's no plan for it. When you dive into these things, there's a lot of people that make lots of speculation, whether our system is designed to make life harder intentionally or accidentally is regardless. It's that part of it is whatever it is. No matter what, we need to have a critical discussion on what matters and how we can try and get better. And the way our politics is doing it just can be a head scratcher. Anyway, that's what this channel is for. I try to bring some of these issues up. I kind of try to lead it with some discussion and some things that I've noticed and seen. But your comments and what you think maybe from your experiences, add them in there. And besides just trying to make assumptions and accusations if this is intentional or accidental, designed by our system, that life gets harder for a lot of people, let's let's talk about what it is we need to do to reverse these trends, to care about each other. Um, uh, we can use creativity in many ways, including how to try and get better. So anyway, seeking clarification. I'm trying to seek clarification on why is it so hard for humanity to try and get better? Why is it so hard for humanity to even get closer to peace? And when I critically think about that, it always comes back down to behavior and how it develops and what we need to teach, how we need to teach it, what we need to role model, and how we need to role model it. Without doing those things, I don't see how we make a dent in anything. You can't do it just by dictating. Um, Parenting is the most important role in society. Our development and what it means to reach a desired state of maturity is important. When you have people that get into leadership positions and they don't have the desired state of maturity or the ability to seek clarification and try to understand others, I think that might be where we could be getting into some not some good things. All I know is it's not good to keep dividing us, and we need something that can unite us. And we need to understand that it's important to seek and understand the perspective of others. And I know I've been on the side where people just choose to misunderstand me, whether it's intentional or not. They don't ask questions for clarification. They might take something I say and just run with it the wrong way for whatever reason. And if that's ever happened to you, then you can understand that that's not a great feeling. And that's what I'm looking for anyway, how to build relationships. And I'm looking for people that can be mature and seek clarification so that we can grow constructively and productively for humanity. A lot of bad things out there, and we shouldn't perpetuate it. We shouldn't cause more polarizing division. We should really start trying to mature and seeking how we can try and get better. And you can't try and get better without trying to get better. So anyway, enough of my talking. I think that's it for now. Thank you and have a great day.